Transform your space with the perfect blend of style and performance. The Hampton Bay 54-inch Melba ceiling fan brings a modern tropical design to any setting, while its energy-efficient DC motor delivers powerful airflow using up to 70% less energy than traditional fans. Designed for both beauty and durability, Melba is wet-rated for outdoor use, making it ideal for patios, porches, and decks, and it looks great indoors too. With its 6-way color temperature adjustable dimmable LED module, you can set the perfect ambiance from a warm, inviting glow to crisp, bright daylight, all with the touch of a button. And thanks to its dual switch compatible remote, you can power the fan and light independently with switches, giving you complete control over your comfort. Style, efficiency, and innovation, inside or out. The Hampton Bay Melba ceiling fan is designed to keep you nice and comfortable no matter where you are. Stay tuned to watch the complete installation video guide. Before starting any electrical project, make sure that the power is turned off at the breaker box and wall switch. You will also need to ensure that the outlet box being used is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If not, you'll need to replace that before beginning. Start by unpacking the box and checking that all parts are accounted for. In the box, you will have the following: one mounting bracket pre-installed in the canopy with the decorative ring, one ball and downrod assembly, one decorative motor collar cover, one fan motor assembly, one light kit pan, one LED module, one shatter-resistant plastic light shade. The shade is designed to mimic frosted glass with the added benefit of not breaking if dropped during installation or cleaning. You'll also have a remote pack that includes the remote control, remote receiver, and wall cradle that allows you to mount on the wall or over a standard toggle switch or paddle style switch while still being able to access the switches. The remote pack will also include the remote batteries and wall cradle mounting hardware. There will also be a hardware pack with blade attachment screws and the hanger and locking pin. You will also have 2 lengths of extension wire for use if installing with an extension downrod. And last but not least, you'll have 4 leaf patterned blades. For this easy project, you will need the following tools: wire cutters and strippers, a line voltage tester, flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, electrical tape, and a ladder. The mounting bracket comes pre-installed inside the canopy with the decorative ring attached. To remove the mounting bracket, first pull off the decorative ring. It's magnetic, so it just pulls off. You'll notice an alignment post at the base of the canopy. You'll need to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the base of the canopy, enough so that alignment post can exit that hole. Once those 2 screws are loosened, you'll simply lift and twist the mounting bracket to remove it from the canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket to make installation easy. The mounting bracket has 2 slots that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. To install the mounting bracket, just align the slots of the mounting bracket with the 2 screws in the outlet box and slide the mounting bracket into place. To install the mounting bracket, first loosen but do not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. Next, feed the house supply lines through the mounting bracket and align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws that were loosened in the outlet box. Then slide the mounting bracket into place. Then use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both of the outlet box screws and secure the mounting bracket. Make sure that both screws are completely tightened and then move the wires to one side to make room for the ball to insert. Before routing the wires and attaching the downrod, you'll need to use a flathead screwdriver to loosen but not remove the set screw on the motor collar. Next, gently pull the green ground cable from inside the ball and downrod assembly. Place the downrod through the canopy so that the largest opening is facing towards the ball. Next, place the decorative ring onto the downrod, making sure that the black side with the notches is facing towards the canopy. The last piece is the decorative motor collar cover. Place that onto the downrod so that the largest opening is facing towards the threaded end of the downrod. Do not remove the poly bag from the end of the wires yet. The bag will keep the wires together, making it easier to route them through the downrod. Route the wires through the downrod so that the end exits through the ball side, and gently pull the wires through until the downrod meets the motor collar. Note the holes in the end of the downrod and the holes in the motor collar. When attaching the downrod, you'll screw the downrod into the motor collar until the holes on the end of the downrod align with the holes in the motor collar. Once those holes are aligned, use the hanger pin from the hardware pack and insert that pin through the holes on the motor collar until it exits the opposite side. Secure the hanger pin by inserting the locking pin through the end of the hanger pin. Once that pin is set, use a flathead screwdriver to completely tighten the set screw on the motor collar. Once the set screw is tightened, slide the motor collar cover and the canopy down the downrod until it meets the motor housing. Now you can remove the poly bag from the end of the fan wires. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the slot in the ball that will engage the tab in the mounting bracket. When hanging, you'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab. This is just a close-up demonstration. To hang the fan, lift the assembly up to the ceiling, noting the location of the tab and the slot. Slide the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the assembly until you feel that slot engage the tab in the mounting bracket. The fan will drop slightly when properly seated. When installing the receiver, move the fan and house wires out of the way and make sure that the flat side of the receiver is facing towards the ceiling. Slide the receiver into the mounting bracket so that it rests on top of the ball and downrod assembly. Start the wiring process by plugging the large fan wire plug into the large wire plug from the receiver, and then plug the smaller fan wire plug into the smaller wire plug from the receiver. The plugs will snap together when properly connected. Next, take the green wires from the mounting bracket, downrod, and receiver and twist those together. Then connect those wires with the bare copper house wire. This is the ground connection. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the receiver and connect that wire with the white wire from the house. This is the neutral connection. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the red wire from the receiver and connect that with the red house wire. This is the light power connection. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Remember, if you do not have a red wire in the ceiling, you can connect the receiver red wire and black wire to the house black wire. Finally, take the black wire from the receiver and connect that with the black house wire. This is the fan speed power connection. If you do not have a red wire from the ceiling, connect the receiver red wire to the house black wire at the same time. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all wire connections have been made, gently tuck the wires into the outlet box and mounting bracket to make room for the canopy to attach. The canopy attaches to the mounting bracket using two keyhole slots on either side of the canopy that will align with the two screws at the base of the mounting bracket. Align those holes with the screws in the mounting bracket and push the canopy up so the screws come through the keyhole slots, and then twist to hold the canopy in place. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten those screws and secure the canopy. You can tilt the fan to make extra room for the screwdriver to access the screws. Make sure both screws are completely tight. The decorative ring is magnetic. You just need to align the slots of the decorative ring with the two screws at the base of the canopy, and then slide the decorative ring up, and it will attach itself to the bottom of the canopy. The blades attach to the fan using two holes at the end of the blade that will align with the screw holes in the base of the motor. Place the blade in position, aligning the screw holes of the blade and motor, and then use the blade attachment screws from the hardware pack and a Phillips head screwdriver to secure the blade to the fan. Make sure both screws are completely tightened. Repeat this process for the 3 remaining blades. The light kit pan attaches to the fan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw hole. Those will align with the 3 screws on the black bracket at the base of the fan. Start by using a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save one of the 3 screws. Then loosen, but do not remove the 2 other screws. Next, route the light kit wires through the center hole of the light kit pan. Lift the light kit pan to the fan, aligning the keyhole slots with the loosened screws, then push up and twist to engage those screws and hold the light kit pan in place. Next, using the screw that was removed and saved, insert that screw into the standard screw hole and completely tighten using a Phillips head screwdriver. Then completely tighten the 2 other screws. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tightened before proceeding. The LED module attaches to the light kit pan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw hole. Those will align with the 3 screws on the outer edge of the light kit pan. Begin by removing and saving one of the 3 screws. Then loosen, but do not remove the 2 other screws. Next, connect the wires from the fan to the wires from the LED module. Lift the LED module up to the light kit pan, aligning the keyhole slots with the loosened screws, then push up and twist to engage those screws and hold the LED module in place. Next, using the screw that was removed and saved, insert that screw into the standard screw hole and completely tighten using a Phillips head screwdriver. Then completely tighten the 2 other screws. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tightened before proceeding. The light shade attaches to the light kit using a twist and lock method. There are 3 flat sides on the shade that will align with the 3 small tabs on the inner edge of the light kit pan. Align the flat sides of the shade with those tabs and then press the shade into the light kit pan and twist the shade until it locks in place. To install the wall cradle over a Decora style switch, start by removing the screws from the existing faceplate of the switch. Next, place the wall cradle over the switch and align the screw holes of the wall cradle with the screw holes in the faceplate. Use the flat-ended Phillips screws to secure the wall cradle to the faceplate of the switch. Once the wall cradle is installed, you will still be able to access the switch. Slide the remote into the wall cradle for convenient storage when the remote is not in use. To install the wall cradle over a standard toggle switch, begin by removing the screws from the existing faceplate. Next, place the toggle spacer of the wall cradle over the switch and align the screws of the wall cradle with the holes in the faceplate. Use the flat-ended Phillips screws to secure the wall cradle spacer to the faceplate. Next, place the wall cradle onto the toggle spacer and secure using 2 tapered screws. Once the wall cradle is installed, you'll still be able to access the switch. Slide the remote into the wall cradle for convenient storage when the remote is not in use. Before using the remote, you'll need to insert the batteries that were included. Slide the battery compartment cover off the back of the remote and then insert the batteries according to the diagram inside the battery compartment. Once the batteries are inserted, replace the battery cover by sliding it onto the back of the remote. The fan is controlled by a feature-rich remote control. Press the power button to turn the fan and light on or off. Press the light power button to turn just the light on or off. Press the increase brightness button to increase the light's brightness. Press the decrease brightness button to dim the light. Press the color temperature button to cycle through the light's 6 different color temperature options. Press one of the timer buttons to select either the 2, 4, or 8-hour timer. Press and hold the winter button for 3 seconds to change the fan's direction to produce an upward airflow. This will pull warm air from the ceiling during the colder months. Press and hold the summer button for 3 seconds to set the fan's direction to produce a downward airflow. This will create a cooling effect during the warmer months. Please note that the fan must be on and running before pressing the winter or summer buttons. Once pressed, the fan will slow to a stop and then restart in the opposite direction. Press the fan power button to turn just the fan on or off. Press the speed increase button to increase the fan's speed. Press the speed decrease button to decrease the fan's speed. Press the comfort breeze button to randomly alternate the fan's speed, which creates an organic breeze effect. Press the button again to exit the comfort breeze mode. You can also press any of the fan's speed buttons to exit comfort breeze mode. The speed indicator LED lights will illuminate to show the fan's speed. The lights will all illuminate when the other buttons are pushed to confirm the signal is being sent. The remote has been paired with the fan at the factory. If you need to pair the remote, start with the power off at the breaker box or wall switch, then turn power back on, and within 30 seconds press and release the Learn button in the battery compartment of the remote. Once the remote is paired, the blades will begin to spin. To use a second remote with the fan, repeat this process, but press and hold the Learn button on the second remote for 10 seconds. When starting the fan, you may notice a bit of a stutter, or the fan moving back and forth before running normally. This is typical for fans with DC motors. This action is just the DC motor magnets aligning to start the fan. Congratulations, the installation is now complete. Time to kick back with a nice tall beverage and enjoy your new ceiling fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe. That'll boost the algorithm and help others find the video as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.